Probably helped if I had hit the damn go live button. Okay. So according to this thing, I am live.
Pacific time, so yes.
All right. Do. Hopefully this doesn't turn out like the first live stream I used StreamYard for, and I only had like one viewer, and that was me. So let's see here. Mm-hmm. Sorry about that. Please write a comment so I know who is watching. I was just on the phone with Outlaw Wiccan. You know, this is supposed to be sword talk, but kind of hard for me to do sword talk when no one is actually talking. I'll be right back. Well, that was a lot of fun. Oh, great. Now I'm down to one person. Probably me again. I do these live streams at the most random ass times. Is anyone there? Hello? Verify my existence. Just flare my eyes out, hoping someone actually... Ah, Geekopedia is here. Finally. Now let's get down to sword talk. What have you for me to bitch and moan and rant about? Well, I realize it took you a second, but what I'm saying is topic of discussion, damn it. Check this out. I can literally show the comments on this. If you want to know what I'm using, Geekopedia, it's called StreamYard. It has a picture of a duck with headphones on it. Let's rant about the DBZ, One Piece, and Toino crossover. It'll be on Toonami on March 4th. I think I've seen clips of that actually, and it's not Torino, it's Toriko. Yeah, okay, you corrected yourself. Personally speaking, out of all three, I've watched the Toriko anime, and out of the three of them, I feel Toriko is the weakest of that trio. Like, I don't feel like he should be able to go up against Luffy and 23, but it's finally getting dubbed. But I don't feel like Toriko should be able to go up against Luffy and the likes of Luffy and Goku. Honestly, I don't even feel Luffy should be able to go up against Goku, if I'm being honest. Like, Goku should just be able to mop the ever-loving fuck out of Luffy and Toriko. Just for the simple fact that it's Goku, and Luffy and Toriko have not shown to be on the same level at all. I mean, with modern One Piece, with the Kaido arc and Wano, maybe. I agree, Luffy makes sense, but I would have went with Naruto or Bleach. Honestly, Naruto would have been a better choice than Ichigo, simply because, for the most part, up until the 1,000-Year Blood War, Ichigo has been severely nerfed by his own power. The representation of what we thought was Zangetsu, which turned out to be remnants of Yuha Bach manifesting itself inside of Ichigo's inner world. His Quincy powers basically held back all the rest of his powers. His Shinigami, his Hollow, his Fullbringer, all the other powers that he had was kind of subjugated by his Quincy powers and kind of locked away until Ichigo found out who he was and everything. And then, what was I going to say? You also have swords and everything, and like we've seen Goku block Trunks' sword, but honestly speaking, I don't really think that Bleach, in its heavily sword-focused combat, would work in a crossover with Goku and Luffy, simply because Ichigo probably could have just cut Luffy in half. Naruto, no, you never told me, Geekopedia, that you wrote a fuck. There's a crossover Naruto and Dragon Ball happen in the same. Honestly speaking, I could actually see Naruto and Dragon Ball happening in the same world if you just took the chakra system out and replaced it with ki instead. like a Ninetales Ki beast instead of Ninetales Chakra beast. But yeah, Toriko out of all three is the weakest, and that's why I don't really think Naruto would have been the best bet, because Naruto has shown to be closer to Goku's level, and his power system would have worked better with the Goku crossover, and honestly with Luffy too, because his Rasengan would have worked similar like a cannonball to Luffy. I think Ki and Chakra could actually coexist, since in a way they're the same with just different names. Actually, Chakra, as far as I'm aware, Naruto Wikipedia is like your own inner strength, and Ki is basically the strength of everything around you. Oh, we got three people joining the live stream. Write a comment so I know who you are, third person, so we can really get a full-on conversation going. Unless you're Outlaw Wiccan who's just lurking, then I know you finally showed up. But no, I don't think Ki and Chakra are the same thing. They are. There's enough difference to where I could say Chakra Blast versus Ki Blast. Anything else you can think of, Wikipedia, before we go back to sitting in... Oh, we lost a viewer. Before we go sitting in an awkward silence. And we're back to awkward silence. So I don't think he could stand up to... Then again, Naruto lost Kurama, so he's got a power drop. Maybe, maybe not. I mean, yeah, you could argue that Kurama was like a big influence on Naruto's power as a whole. But at the end of the day, Kurama was very much similar to a Zanpakuto from Bleach, where Naruto was... just a second. Naruto was borrowing his power. So now we could see like Naruto finally... All the big fights he only won because of Kurama. So we could finally see like Naruto coming into his own power now. And yeah, you're right. As he is now, he wouldn't be able to stand up to Goku above anything else but base form. Did you see my comment? Yeah, I was kind of strolling through the comment list. But now, as Naruto is in Boruto, no, Prime Naruto probably could have at least went up against the Super Saiyan 2 with his with 6 paths and everything. But here's the thing. I just thought of something. Naruto still has Sage Mode. Okay, Naruto could always... That's the thing with a lot of... Yeah, all I think he still has... His Sage Mode, but Baryon Mode and Tail Beast Mode are gone. Oh yeah, the Baryon and Tail Beast are gone. But here's the thing. Sage Mode is like a slower version of the Kaioken as far as I see it. Where Naruto slowly builds up chakra from the surrounding nature environment. So who's to say how much of a limit Sage Mode can absorb? And here's the thing. With these anime characters, they get so many power-ups and so many new techniques that it's almost impossible for the mangakas to reuse them in certain situations. Like, they're fighting this ultimate powerful villain. Bust out this, they learn this new technique technique, or they have this revelation. 20 chapters later, they're fighting this new villain. Earn a new technique, new ability, new power. They completely forget about the old power, or that it doesn't work anymore. But here's the thing. The one thing I like with Dragon Ball Super is that it brought back the Kaioken and made it relevant with Super Saiyan Blue. Because Goku's linchpin during the Frieza battles, during the Saiyan Saga, it was all the Kaioken. And up until he got Super Saiyan, Kaioken was literally the only thing that could help Goku. So, in my opinion, if Naruto was to use Sage Mode, and then as Naruto is building up chakra, not really a retcon, because he may have died because he couldn't control the power. Remember, Super Saiyan Blue is all about controlling his ki, controlling it, refining it, and keeping it inside. Whis even said this, that the reason Goku loses so much strength in a fight is because he's letting all the excess ki leave his body. Super Saiyan Blue is all about control. So was Kaioken. Kaioken was also all about control. So, combine two techniques that is, one, all about controlling your power, and two, controlling your power through an exponential increase, and what do you get? You get a Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken 20. Or was it times 100? I'm not entirely sure. In any case, it's not a retcon because Goku couldn't combine the two techniques in Z because he didn't he didn't have the ability to control his ki nearly as well as he did in Super because of the God transformation. And I think it was 100 too. So just think about that for a minute, Geekopedia. The Super Saiyan God form is all about controlling your power. Kaioken is all about controlling your strength while increasing. I did 200 against Jiren. I don't remember that. I'll have to rewatch that. But like I said, both techniques are all about control. And since Goku has learned Autonomous Ultra Instinct, there's no telling how far he can push the Kaioken ability. Since Autonomous Ultra Instinct is pretty much the absolute pinnacle of fighting ability. Note I said ability, not power. I can see that. But I could also see, like, there's one other thing that I see Goku doing, and that's forgetting all about the Kaioken. Especially with how heavily he's training to surpass the gods. Goku is training to surpass the gods, and it's quite easily he could just simply forget that he had the Kaioken or the ability to use the Kaioken at all. That's my take on it. So we're back to silence. We got any sword questions? The title of this bloody thing is Sword Talk. If I ever learn animation, I'll create Dragon Ball A. What the fuck is Dragon Ball AF? The most OP Goku. Goku nearly destroyed the universe just by powering up the Super. Look, at this point, Super Saiyan 5 is pretty much Ultra Instinct. That is pretty much what Super Saiyan 5 is at this point, and that's Ultra Instinct. Dragon Ball AF. I think that's the closest we will ever get to a canon Super Saiyan 5 at this point is Ultra Instinct. Geekopedia. Where'd you go, Geekopedia? Toyotaro is the one who made AF before he came to Super, so he admitted that he based Ultra Instinct on Super. Oh yeah, I exited out. There's literally a. This would not end well. Jason Voorhees versus a face hugger.
It's a healthy face hugger. Yes, all you lose. Now go find a lovely house and take good nutrition. Okay. So hungry. If I don't find a house quickly, I'll die. Huh? Oh. Alright, let's lay some eggs, human. You wake up. Eggs for the meal. It's me with my face. Yes. Now what should I do? The mask is melted. How ugly! What the? It is so rotten, I can't even parasitize it, that thing.
There's a legit. That's a comic of what would happen if a face hugger tried to attack. Oh my fucking god! I just thought of something. Alien Jason Voorhees. I may have to do a whole dedicated video to that. That's going to be it. I mean, just think about it. If a xenomorph impregnated Jason Voorhees, you'd have an immortal fucking alien. And forget the clattery teeth thing, it'd be chi chi ha ha face melt. That's something I don't want to think about. It's like, you just imagine that? You know, it's kind of bad. It's kind of sad where The only two people watching the live stream are you and myself. I can, and it's crazy. Well, Outlaw Wiccan was supposed to be lurking in the chat room, but I guess she got busy doing other shit. This is just skill. Stay put. I guess you could say you're a stalker. But yeah, you probably are my most dedicated fan. LOL. I just realized something. If you have this much time to comment in my live stream, why can't we just do a video chat while you're doing your homework? I just realized this. Am I that distracting? Okay. If Zoro got Ultra Instinct and mixed it with his swords, that'd just be the end of fucking One Piece. Alright? That would just end all of Zoro's whatever. I did too, but I don't want my mom to walk in. Walk in on you what? If anything, I'm more than likely to give you the damn answers to the homework sheets. Just tell her you're asking me for help. But yeah. Of course. You'd probably fail, because I'm not that smart. That's a good idea. So your teacher's like, BJ, why did you go from getting D's to C's? I mean, Wikipedia. Why did you go from getting D's to F's? I was like, I asked my friend to help me. Knowing our dumb luck, you'd probably get a damn A. It's just smart. Right. Why don't you just do that? Okay, well, just I'm literally watching myself, and you. So I don't know if that makes me a narcissist or not. But back to the Zoro question. Honestly, if Zoro got autonomous Ultra Instinct, he would just achieve his dream at that point, because his whole goal is to be the ultimate swordsman. And if you're able to fight a horde of people and not have to consciously think about it, then you've achieved your goal. But then there's the double-edged sword that no one else would ever be able to beat you. And eventually Zoro would have to either die with the title, if that was the case, or hold back and let someone beat him so that the title could move on to the next person. Because here's the thing. When someone dies and they have a title like heavyweight champion of the world, or Muay Thai world champion, or what have you, if they die with that title, never losing to anyone and never bequeathing the title to someone else, then you honestly really can't ever call yourself the true heavyweight Thai champion, or the true Muay Thai champion. Simply because there's no way to prove that you're the greatest, because the greatest is dead. And honestly, you're not going to like me for this, but that also stems to Bruce Lee. He couldn't prove that he was the greatest martial artist of all time because hundreds of martial artists came before and now after him. True, he may have been the best of his generation, or even the best that was acknowledged, but you really can't truly say you're the best at something if the title holder dies and the title is not passed on to someone else. Been here 31 minutes. Yes, but that's a technicality. Technically, I could say that I'm a better swordsman than Bruce Lee because we never saw Bruce Lee use a sword. Technically, if Bruce Lee never used a sword, then by that very technicality, I would have been a better swordsman than Bruce Lee. But if I gave Bruce Lee a sword and he defeated me in a fight, then by that definition, I can no longer say that I'm a better swordsman than Bruce Lee because we just saw that Bruce Lee won. So you have to be, a technicality is like a loophole in a contract. It has to be airtight for it to be fully accepted. And the sheer fact that we never saw Bruce Lee use anything aside from his bare fists, feet, and nunchucks, I can't really say that I was better than Bruce Lee, or that I can't even say that I am the best swordsman that ever lived. Because there are hundreds of swordsmen who came before me that, yes, but that's mixing categories. Having a swordsman's fight with a martial, having a swordsman fight a martial artist is having two different. I hate to tell you this, but you're wrong, because swordsmanship and martial arts are two sides of the same coin. Alright? Especially when it's Chinese and Asian martial arts in general. Because look at Chinese Kung Fu. They use the hook swords. They use the Dao. They use the Jian. They use twin swords even. There are hundreds of full dedicated martial arts that teach not only hand-to-hand combat, but also weapon on weapon and weapon against non-weapon combat. All right? There's hundreds of martial art techniques where they teach you to fight a fully primed and ready sword. I didn't think of that. There are hundreds of martial arts schools that teach you to fight a fully armed swordsman. They teach you how to disarm or block the sword by using the flat of the blade, avoiding the edge. With your hands or other nearby objects, like even this tripod, is like block it with the side and push it away or bind it. So by that very definition, having a fight between me and Bruce Lee with him using bare hands and me using swords can't really be considered two different things, because at the end of the day, martial arts in general uses weapons. Especially Chinese martial arts. You will never find a martial artist that has not had some weapons training. If you do, they are not true martial artists. They are just practitioners of that fighting style. And that's what I have against mixed martial arts, is because they don't include weapons. Historically speaking, mixed martial arts included weapons. They included weapon on weapon sparring, hand to hand sparring, weapon on weapon against non-weapon sparring, spears, swords, clubs, hammers. Hell, if you wanted to get modern tripods, all these things in a true mixed martial arts sense are weapons. And a true mixed martial artist has weapons training. Even I, though not very proficient at it, can fight hand to hand if I need to. I do have some basic knowledge of hand to hand fighting. It's just I'm better and prefer my swords. Even in today's modern world, where I can't really carry around a sword anymore, if I have something like the scabbard that I can use as a cane, just flip it around, and what does it become? What does it become? Just a sword-shaped club. And how am I able to use it? Because I trained with its longer, heavier partner. A weapon what? But yeah. And that's the thing I don't like about mixed martial arts, is that it's misleading. If that was mixed martial arts, true mixed martial arts, then we would see a lot of swordsmen and spearmen and other such as I don't remember asking you a question, but yeah. Hold on a sec. This is a much better example of what I was talking about. This is a standard old cane, just walk about town all gentlemanly like. Then someone tries to mug me. Just lift, swing. And especially with these types of canes like this, I basically have a hammer in my hand that I can strike down with a lot of force, and probably even crack or break the skull, depending on how sturdy the cane is. This one has the wrapping right here to kind of simulate a cane sword. Yeah. Never assume that I don't come armed. Because as soon as something gets in my hand, I weaponize it. That's the thing with the modern world. Most normal people will see this as pretty much nothing but a cane. I see this as a weapon to beat the hell out of you with. You should know this about me by now, Geekopedia. Oh, we've got a third person watching. Write something in the comments so I know who you are. LOL, I do. We were just talking about my problem with mixed martial arts and the fact that Mixed martial arts isn't really mixed martial arts. So, any more questions for me? Comments? Seriously, no more questions. Okay, so I was reading that Spinosaurus could lose to a T-Rex despite being bigger. The T-Rex still has a stronger bite force than Spinosaurus and could break its neck with one bite. Well, I'm not so sure on strict bite force, but the T-Rex definitely has a much more powerful jaw just because of the way it's formed. The Spinosaurus and T-Rex are pretty much like an alligator and a crocodile. Crocodiles have very long, semi-fragile jaws designed to catch fish and other swimming creatures. Alligators have wider, more powerful, robust jaws to eat raccoons and deer and pretty much anything else stupid enough to go towards the water's edge. So if we translate that over, Spinosaurus was thought to be mostly a fishing dinosaur, usually wading into shallows and such, and so's to fish, whereas T-Rex was a terrestrial land predator, so it required a much stronger, more robust jaw to take down its prey. So therein lies that reason. But as for breaking its neck, I kind of want to agree, but I kind of want to disagree simply because of the fact that Spinosaurus is bigger. So it does have kind of a weight advantage. But I feel like the only way a T-Rex would be able to break the neck of a Spinosaurus is either the Spinosaurus fell and its head was kind of hunched over a rock and the T-Rex accidentally steps on it, or if the Spinosaurus was weakened during the fight and the T-Rex manages to get its jaws around the back of the neck and kind of twerk its head. Because remember, the T-Rex has much more powerful jaws and muscular structure connecting to those jaws. Anything else? Seriously, anyone else? You notice the background of the room has changed. And that's last night I got into a bit of a rare cleaning fit and reorganized my room to how it used to be years ago, with my bed being alongside this wall. And pretty much everything else is piled up over in this corner, and it kind of makes the room bigger, gives me more space to work with. I like the new background. I don't know. I think I should take the Sports Illustrated model and put it back on this wall, or maybe I'll put something else on this wall. No. Maybe it'll be a poster of Geekopedia being chased by an ostrich. I dare you to comment about that. Or maybe an emu. Or an elephant bird. LOL, no. It's like, aw, but I think I'll put it right here. Right where the dartboard is. A big old picture of you running away from a flock of birds. Geekopedia and I are best friends in real life, so I get to torment him. And not just me. If Outlaw Wiccan is watching this too, she's hearing about this as well, and she'll help me. She'll help me design the poster. Yeah. I would grab my. That's the point. To literally scare the crap out of you. Well, I don't know why you're. I don't know why you're scared of birds either. I mean, I just look at. I went to a pet shop, and my first instinct when I saw the birds was chicken nuggets. Note to self: take Geekopedia to PetSmart and chain him to the bird aisle. Just leave you alone in the bird aisle. What do you think of that? I like video calling you better because then I can see your reaction immediately. This way you have time to. They don't scare me because they're behind closed doors. Oh no, I'm opening the doors. I'm opening all the doors. Every last one of them. Let them fly. What do you think of that? Will PetSmart let you? Hey, what they don't know until much later won't hurt them. Well, I've had a long ass day. See you, bro. I may be getting off of here in a little bit too then. Ooh, I take a damn nap. See ya. Well, this has returned to being awkward silence, so I'm down to one viewer now, most likely myself. So until next time, my noble band of outlaws, outlaw samurai tells all y'all, be crazy rednecks, be safe, use your weapons. Oh shit, I need to lay down.